Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Okay. So I'll set up. Okay, so we left off talking, I believe the people, well, higher up Romans. I don't know if they're in the Senate or not. Let's go talk to them. Up an energy drink. So we're gonna have a longer night streaming. We'll see how far we can get today. Let's continue. Kind of warm outside today. It's humid. Well, for a walk, that was kind of a mistake. All right. Toga party. Thermos.
Look, that young man there. I think that's him.
Really? He looks barely old enough to wipe his own arse, let alone command a legion.
If Lucullus says he won the war, then I have no choice but to believe it.
I'm gonna see up toga on this guy.
Ah, it's good to see you again. Have some wine.
You look well, Thermos. Have you recovered yet?
My leg still hurts every now and then, and all this rain isn't helping. That is nothing compared to what could have been. You have my eternal gratitude.
Gratitude is unnecessary. Simply performing my duty. It's the least I could do to save a commanding officer. There we go.
Much appreciated. But I'm eager to return to my propraetorship in Asia. With any luck, Rome will never have need of me again.
You know all these people?
Only those who matter. Be careful around Cotta. He's still reeling somewhat from the damage that was done to his pride.
He has nothing to blame but his own failure.
He probably understands it well. It's just that your presence here is a constant reminder of his failure.
Oh boy. You have any opinions on the impending Senate here?
It is pretty much out of my hands. I'd follow your Patronus's lead. Lucullus is a smart man who usually has a few backup plans. I understand you have all the evidence you need to expose Vitellius Scaevola. It's a strong position. Nevertheless, I would advise caution. Vitellius Scaevola, and especially his brother Lurco, are ruthless and cunning. Expect the unexpected.
Leave it to your wine. Who we got? Okay, we'll do Cotta at the end. Who are you? Cicero and Cato. Let's talk to Cato.
That is absolutely unnecessary. I'd spend it all on farmlands. People need their food.
Indeed they do. But what good is food if it's obtained by illegitimate means? What do you think about it, Legate?
No idea what you're talking about. I seem to walk into an ambush. Clearly my scouts have failed me. There we go.
Fortunately, I know you are good at handling ambushes.
Spoils of war. Unaccounted for and untaxed. Should they be used for development to feed the people of Rome? A simple question.
Immorality breeds immorality. The means of something influences the result. Depends on the situation. If people are starving, sure. But we should also punish the person who committed the crime.
A fairly strong answer, I'd say. No matter how much you try to legislate, the situation at hand will defy your expectations.
Meet Senators Marcus Porcius Cato and Marcus Tullius Cicero, who will be acting as your attorney tomorrow. At least I hope so.
Unfortunately, things have developed differently, my friend. I've decided to represent Tiberius Vitellius Scaevola instead.
What? Why?
I generally avoid prosecuting. One does not make friends that way.
Certainly an interesting turn of events. But I've heard you talking disfavorably about the Vitellius brothers before. How do you justify defending them?
What I justify hardly matters. I seek to represent them to the best of my ability, so justice can be served.
It is immoral to defend somebody when you know he's guilty? That's what the system requires. I guess it makes sense.
Precisely.
There you go.
The rules exist for a reason. One must understand the reasons to challenge them.
Rules should never invalidate the reasons for their existence. Morality is beyond law. Legate, what guidelines did you follow when you had to decide the fate of that Triarchus? Why did you let him live?
Executing your captain in the middle of the Mediterranean is ill-advised. I will not take a man's life on mere suspicion.
Our feelings often point towards the moral path. I wonder, exactly how utilitarian are you in your thinking? I heard you had the opportunity to bribe a hired guard protecting a spy.
Stop interrogating the man, Cato. Not everyone must adhere to your high standards.
I'm not comfortable discussing details of my actions. Highside is too inexpensive this far from the battlefield.
Very well, gentlemen. I shall take this as my cue to leave. I bid you a good day.
Wale, Cicero. See you tomorrow.
One final question, before I retire as well.
You and your questions, Cato.
I believe if you wanted, you could enter the Pomerium fully armed. Why didn't you?
If I was told to do so, the rule is as old as Rome itself. Disobeying it would be a disrespect to our society. Look at that one.
Indeed. In betraying Rome, you would betray yourself. This has been an interesting conversation, gentlemen. I thank you for it. But now, with your permission, I shall leave. Welate.
Wale, Cato.
I gotta talk
Is Pompeius Magnus not coming tonight?
He's in Hispania, I believe.
Shit. Oh, I thought this was my chance to win his patronage.
Of course.
It's sucking up.
The savior of the legions, Lucullus Wonder Kid. I knew you would be here.
Powers of divination truly have no equal. I can leave this as a private conversation.
Nonsense. It's a party after all. What would be the purpose of these gatherings if we refrained from conversation? I am Aurelia Cotta. Marcus and Lucius are my brothers. It's wonderful to meet you, Legate. We were just talking about you anyway.
Of course we were.
Being confrontational, Marcus. Did I draw your ire?
Other than saving his life?
Lucius!
Oh, please, let him talk, Aurelia. Let everyone witness the failure of Marcus Aurelius Cotta. The man who got himself captured and let his nephew die. The consul who had to be saved by a homeless runt.
Simply doing what I was supposed to. I'm just glad it led to your survival. Speak frankly, I think none of this is your fault. Saving your life was an honor. We do that. Let's suck up.
Rest assured, my brother is thankful for that, Legate.
So how's the weather? How about, speaking of being good turns, I hope.
We were discussing how you saved my brother's life and became the hero of the Azia campaign.
Can't really take full credit. Genius Lucullus was my guide and mentor, and I simply was in the right place at the right time. Just keep trying to suck up. Let's just keep sucking up.
Yet my son Gaius was not valuable enough to be saved.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna win any of these conversations, am I? Regards his mother, though I knew him only briefly, I honored him as a friend. His death pains me. There's nothing I could do. That's not what I said. Gaius was a great man who seemed destined to accomplish great things. Such as nature of war. And will keep taking valuable lives. Don't I have his sword?
Indeed. It almost took Marcus's life too.
Oh, yep,
Thank
there we go.
for saving at least one of the people I deeply care about.
There you go. Show the sword.
Oh, it's broken. This sword was my father's. It was called Croquet Morse. You were friends with him, weren't you? However briefly. Why don't you keep it? I think I still have the old schematics for it. I'll have a servant bring them to your villa tomorrow.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask how the weather is. Generals, let's go. Get out of here. Too many peoples. Alright, don't run away from me.
You look tired.
Let us leave.
So, did you enjoy yourself?
That's one word for it. I have mixed feelings.
That is what life is.
I was surprised Crassus offered to pay for the whole campaign himself.
He's desperate for a military victory to get himself.
Yes, I'm going to the Senate.
Self-elected consul.
But fending off a mob of...
As per today's augury, a specific issue stood out as being of utmost importance. I bring forth the following relatio, the result of which is to be decided per discussionem, and as usual before the sun sets.
I will continue to lead the discussions.
It is his duty and his place. Don't worry. He may not be your best friend, but that doesn't mean he's as corrupt as Vitellius Scaevola and Vitellius Lurco. Cotter knows he only humiliated himself. I do not expect any foul play from him.
The complaint is brought forth by Lucius Licinius Lucullus concerning alleged wrongdoing and infamous conduct by Tiberius Vitellius Scaevola and his brother Vibius Vitellius Lurco. Are both parties present?
I am present.
As am I.
Weird that Vitellius Lurco would be here to do the talking. Where is Scaevola? He is the accused.
Are both parties represented?
I shall represent the defendant.
I hate you. I shall be making the case against.
Very well. For the benefit of all present, would the owner of the complaint restate their accusation?
We discovered that the defendant, Scaevola, has been funding and protecting piracy in the Mediterranean by supporting Rome's enemies.
Found out. So you do have evidence. Interesting. Do you accept the accusation,
How you
Cicero?
doing tonight, sitting duck?
I see no reason to comment at this stage. May I humbly remind the Magistra, he who makes the claim has the burden of proof. We shall rest until sufficient proof is presented to eliminate all shadow of a doubt.
I was just trying to be helpful. The defendant is always at a disadvantage.
I'm sure you mean usually and not always.
As you wish. Present your evidence.
Ships are bringing supplies to the armies of Mithridates. We have witnessed it firsthand.
And no one else witnessed this event, I assume. How convenient.
What, do you think I took everything on myself?
The evidence is material, Cicero. There is no room for interpretation. The crates do carry Scaeola's signature.
I have investigated them myself. I concur. Is there anyone who would contest my findings?
I admit, the evidence looks damning.
So, do the defendants admit their guilt? Are the Vitelli guilty of all crimes stated or implied?
Of course not. For starters, the evidence proves only treason.
Only? What else is needed to declare this man infamous?
Do not interrupt the speaker.
No harm done. My dear friend Cato is correct. The evidence is enough to declare one infamous. That one is Tiberius Vitellius Scaevola. Nowhere in any findings can you conjure the ability to implicate my client, Webius Vitellius Lurco.
Treason is a serious crime. Scaevola should receive the highest possible punishment.
That, of course, depends on the nature of the treason. But that's largely irrelevant.
That is literally the topic of our discussion, Cicero. How in the world can you say it's irrelevant?
There simply is no case. Vitellius Scaevola cannot be punished.
Your rhetorical games
Oh,
grow
is he dead?
tiresome. You have admitted the evidence is rock solid.
This should be interesting.
Should I remain silent? I have a feeling he's dead. They killed him. I believe they killed him. I'm going to remain silent.
Senators, people of Rome, of course the evidence is clear. I accept my brother's guilt. It is a stain on our family name. A stain we will quite possibly never be able to cleanse. You know I love my family. I love my brother more than anything else in this world. Almost anything.
But power.
The only thing I love more than my own brother is Rome itself. And thus, with sorrow in my heart, I was forced to take his life.
Oh, I see.
Who boasts of fratricide before the whole Senate? We need proof, right? Wheeling his dead body. I don't want to go shout out like he's lying. That doesn't sound very adult-like. Who boasts, I think. We'll do that.
It is not a boast. It is my solemn duty to deliver the news. I am a man with the highest of morals. Someone who places the well-being of Rome over his own flesh and blood.
Killed my dad.
Step outside, senators. You will witness my brother hanging from the old tree. Let him rot there. And do not take him down. Let it be a warning to all those who would threaten Rome, placing their petty family matters over the well-being of our great republic. Let it be known that Webius Vitellius Lurco will never tolerate treason, not even from his own blood.
A decision cannot be reached. This case is non-existent.
Well, what about my family?
You'll be fine. For now. The clerk should give you an official deed for your villa. Now that Lurco has killed his own brother, it officially belongs to you. This is not good, though. He turned impending defeat into a major victory. We will need a new plan. Go home and lay low for now. Your family needs you.
All right. Go home. This place looks cool. Yeah, let's go home. See my home. I never got to see it. Awesome.
Domine, we've been awaiting your return.
Philip is a man from the gladiator school.
You have a good memory for faces. The name is Marcellus.
Knew to expect me?
We have been informed by Vitellius Lurco that the ownership of this villa was transferred to you. As per his orders, we kept the area safe until your arrival. Now that you're back, with your permission, we will take our leave.
You may leave.
Valete.
My son?
Mommy!
You're back! And with Cineros. Oh, it's so good to see you both safe.
It's good to see you, Domina.
Time for them to hook up. Looks like I leveled up.
I've missed you so much. You look great. Did you lose some weight? Are you eating well? Has he been eating well, Cineros?
He has, Domina.
Mother, please.
All right, I'll stop talking. But you'll have to tell me everything. Tell me about the war. I heard some of your friends died there. Killed by pirates. How did you survive?
I didn't. This is my ghost talking to you from the underworld. Your skill and luck. Glad to be alive. Yeah, we'll do that.
So am I. You can't guess how glad I am. But did you like the life in the Legion? Do you want to be a career soldier?
It was alright as a means to an end. I don't see myself as being a Legatus again. Certainly not another campaign. Oh, you want to bet? This game's not over yet.
They say the moment a man goes to war, his soul changes. Your father did not enjoy the legions either.
Domina, with all due respect, I guess the Legatus has his own questions. Am I wrong?
How'd Gaul treat you?
Oh, they were polite, mostly. Except for the fact they wanted me confined to this villa. I guess having me walking around the streets was too much of a risk. Once you were out of the picture. He had no reason to antagonize me, though.
You really think you would have killed me?
I do. And Aculus agreed. It was a sinister plan to take over our family. But now you're here, and everything will be fine.
Where's Liviana? Is she supposed to be
They
here?
told me your sister's husband is dead. She should be free by now. I wonder if they did something to her.
I'm just happy to see my mother alive and well.
It's good to have you home. And for it to be our home again. Now that you're back, we have a lot of work ahead of us. Oh, listen to me. You just got here. Go on, take some time to settle in. Let me know when you're ready to get to work.
Have, people to do it for me? Some quests here, don't I?
So good to have you back home safe.
Oh!
Everything is safe.
You don't have to stand watch here, you know.
I like this room. It's cool here. And the sound of fountain is relaxing. Sometimes I take walk around garden. Your villa is very pretty, you know.
So is Rome everything you were hoping?
In some ways it is. In others, it is not. City is big. I have never seen anything like it. And there are so many things to buy, so many different people. I love that. But there is a strange way people talk to me. Not because I am foreign, I think, but because I am woman. That I don't like.
Pink dress doesn't make you look very imposing.
I do not intend to impose. You do not like the dress?
Oh, let's just flirt with all the women. On the contrary, it looks cute on you.
Is it normal in Rome for important people to make such shameless advances on their guards?
Yes, it is. Keep it for a professional. It's not normal in Rome to have such striking guards. Let's just keep going.
Is good we are not normal then.
Good day. Let's hit on the help. Let's do our level up. Well, I kept my gear, but I don't want to wear it, I don't think. I think I want to be naked. I don't have anything in my slots. Poisoner 2 of 2. 5% chance, or additional chance to apply poison. 10% chance to apply poison when I poke him. May do that one. Let's see. Yeah, feature. Yep, that's good. Yeah. Applies cripple to enemies. I'm not sure how well that does, though. I mean, applying cripple to him is fine. But I'm standing next to him. Applies reckless with quick feet and wounds. Reckless. Both of these two. I guess we'll do that in case they want to run away. You guys all leveled up too. We're all level 8. Alright, so our tank. Applies bulwark. While the character is wielding a shield, they will count as low cover. Requires minimum of 1 strength. The character will count as high cover. Oh. Well, that's kind of nice. That has to be one of his that it needs to take, right? No. All direct damage dealt to a friendly adjacent target will be halved and shared between you and the target armor applied. Oh, I like that one. And I think I get a buff if I'm standing next to somebody. I do like that one. What do we have under veteran? Nimble and opportunist. 2 points. 2 points. Oh gosh, yeah. I think that's gonna be a must. Applies weakened to enemies. Negative 50% damage. Your attacks of opportunity also apply stunned. Yeah, that'll work. Not too. I'm not sure how often that'll work. Okay, Sonoros. Cure also restores health status. Oh, I can't. Oh, probably because I have to get cure. Yeah. Go. You leveled up. Drop point blank. I have vigilant. 2 rebuke, racing shot. Overwatch and steady hands. 100% critical chance for all ranged reaction attacks, such as interrupt. Oh, that's nice. Overwatch. 4 to 5 bludgeoning damage. Area effect. Deflected by shields. Applies overwatching to self. Every time an enemy within 6 hexes attacks an ally, the character shoots an enemy. Can only target each enemy once per. Oh my god, that's awesome. Yeah. How many rounds? Does